Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? So there's been some really strange things happening with airplanes and helicopters and things in the sky. We knew this was going to happen, but I don't think this has to do anything with the 5 waves of energy. Well, maybe the Australian plane, but first of all, the helicopter crash in Kiev, 16 are dead. It's very sad. Let's put a shout out right now for www.mypillow.com. That's www.mypillow.com. If you go to www.mypillow.com/Paul and use the promo code Paul, there's tremendous savings. Those Giza sheets that Mike talks about, they're even cheaper if you go to my website. Go to my link. I put it in the description below. www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. The pillows, the slippers, the sheets, the towel sets, the blankets, and on and on and on. He has a special reduced price program just for the Paul Begley Prophecy Online Church. Thank you, Mike Lindell, for doing such a great job. Again, guys, go to www.mypillow.com/Paul. Use the promo code Paul. All right, now let me tell you what else is going on here. First of all, the helicopter crash. A helicopter crash near a kindergarten in Kiev has killed at least 16 people, including the leadership team of Ukraine's interior ministry, who were traveling on the aircraft along with 3 children on the ground. 3 children on the ground at the kindergarten were also killed. At least 30 others, including 12 children, are in the hospital following the incident there in Ukraine. It happened this morning, according to the head of the Ukrainian presidential administration. We have been revised down the number of people killed in the crash on the outskirts of Ukraine, the capital. So it's 16 are dead. 3 of those 16 are children who were on the ground. In all, 30 people have been hospitalized, including 12 children that were in the kindergarten. And the other thing is the interior minister was on the plane. He's dead along with his team and others of the crew. All 9 people on the helicopter were killed, including leaving another 7 dead on the ground, including 3 children, in this horrific helicopter crash that took out the entire interior ministry team, including the interior minister of Ukraine. So you start asking yourself questions. It is a war zone. It is a horrible situation. We don't know what technologies are now available to take down helicopters and planes. We know things like this happen. We don't know if this plane was shot down by the Russians or even shot down by friendly fire. We just don't know what the cause of the crash, but we know it's a horrible scene as the war continues to rage on in Ukraine. Meanwhile, there was this an unbelievable situation that happened in Australia today, okay? A Qantas, let me see, I lost my, there it is. A Qantas Airway, a Boeing plane, issued Mayday after both engines on the plane failed. Now, I was on an airplane once when one engine failed. It was, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, and we were on a Southwest flight from Indianapolis to Orlando, coming down to Orlando to preach, of course, under the big tent. And on our way down, the left engine on the plane exploded, just blew up, just basically boom, and then flames roaring out of it and smoke. And we realized that we had lost an engine. Now, the pilots were very good at landing that plane for us. We had emergency landing in Atlanta. It was pretty scary, I tell you that. But we were safe. But this was a Qantas Boeing plane. It was a Qantas Airlines, and both engines went out. But the plane, yet they were able to manage to land the plane safely in Australia on a single engine Wednesday after he issued a Mayday call while flying over the Pacific Ocean. So both engines stalled on it. One blew up. The other one stalled. They were able to get it back, started up again, and then fly the rest of the way across the Pacific Ocean on one engine and safely land the plane. It had 145 passengers with one of its two engines gone. It was an hour away from Sydney when they lost both engines, got with the other engine, they got back up going, and they had to fly the last hour and land the plane there over the Pacific Ocean. They took off from Auckland, New Zealand, and finished landing safely in Sydney, Australia this morning. That, thank God we are here. We thank the captain also for his professionalism. We thank the Lord. A passenger told reporters that had gathered at Sydney Airport following the plane's arrival. And one passenger reported hearing the bang midair before the plane landed. So yeah, we didn't realize it was actually the whole engine that it was gone. We just heard a bang, and that was it. Qantas said the pilot shut down the troubled engine, but did not specify what the problem was. The Mayday call that came from the plane, which is issued when a flight is in grave and imminent danger and needs immediate assistance, was downgraded to pan, possible assistance needed before the flight indeed. Well, when both engines went down, it's Mayday. But when they got the other engine going, then that, of course, you can fly a plane if you got a good pilot and a lot of prayers and the help of the good Lord. You can get that plane down. I can tell you the flight that Heidi and I were on when that happened to us, when that engine went down and the pilot came on and said, we're going to be making an emergency landing in Atlanta, you can know this. Everybody talks to God, okay? Just like the song. Everybody talks to God. Everybody started praying. And they were praying to the good Lord. And they were repenting and praying. And, I've just noticed that these things are happening now. It's these crises that are happening are causing people to cry out to the Lord. And even if that's what it takes to get us to cry out to the Lord will respond. When we acknowledge him, and confess him and believe in him. Nobody was calling on any other God. Nobody's calling on anybody else. When it's a situation like this, people call on the one they know, the true and living God. That's who people will call on. And God will respond. He loves his people. He loves his children. He loves everybody on the face of this earth. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're living in the last days. Pray for us. We're traveling today on our way to North Carolina. I'm going to spend 3-4 days with my son and my grandkids. So my son's family, we're going there, and we're going to spend 3-4 days, and that's going to be a lot of fun. And see the grandkids again. Can't get enough time with grandkids. And after they were gone to Japan for 3 years, you can't get enough time with them. So we got to make up some lost time here. Pray for me. My eyes are still looks like a little bloodshot, that one there. I had surgery. Okay, I had surgery on this one last Tuesday, so it's been a week. And that one last Thursday. This one's still a little more irritated and not fully up to speed. But from a distance, I can see better than I can see better without the glasses from the distance. Mid-range and distance, much better. Up close, real up close, I still kind of have to need these just to see something small, real close. But that could even correct itself according to the doctors. They said give it a couple weeks, give it time. Let your eyes adjust to your new lenses and let all the swelling go down from the surgery, and let's see. And let God, let the Lord take care of it. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're in the last days. I will be giving you updates throughout the day, even though we're traveling. So hang with me, okay? And God bless all of you. And tonight is Freedom Fellowship. I'm just wondering if I'm going to make it in time for that. I'm going to try my best. 7 o'clock on getting ready. God bless all of you. God bless.